So, as I informed you on Skype, there's going to be some interactive cutscene sort of happen because we, or maybe you're still curious about what really happened back at the association when the copy orb got stolen and apparently a villain escaped. Well, the association has, of course, looked into that themselves as well. And we are gonna jump over to the Hero Association building, standing proud and tall in the city. Inside, there is currently starting a meeting where they discuss what has happened. And either you can be participating with a character of your own, or you could have a character like Freya did, for example, like just a hero, or you could be someone faceless amongst the heroes there. The point of this is that you can ask questions and inquire and speculate together with all the rest of the heroes, so that you're not just there sitting around. You can actually ask questions. And maybe gives you some ideas for your characters.
Interesting.
Yes, indeed. I know that Miss Hartfeld is going to be there. And a hero named Wasping Willow. We haven't met yet. We'll probably meet. Your characters probably meet her eventually. Anyone else want to be there with a specific character that you have in mind?
Striker is gonna be there.
Alright. With a hero costume or not? Or with your suit?
I think with the suit, actually, I'm gonna give you the link,
Sure.
the two images.
And I'll put it up there.
I'll probably stay out of it, that's usual.
It's not a complete image, it's basically just these two combined.
Okay. Well, I can't combine the two, probably, but...
I know.
I'll put the first one on there and reimagine Striker's head on top of that. That works fine.
Striker has become an invisible man.
Yes.
Probably.
Go.
Well, you know, that leaves something to the imagination. Okay.
Imagination? What? What is this? Oh, sorry.
Imagination, rainbow hand motion.
Yes.
There we go. Let's just upload it and put it in here. Alright, we see a large meeting room with a long table at which several heroes are sitting at, chatting amongst each other. And then a voice about a man, middle-aged, speaks up, and we hear that voice coming from a large chair that stands at the end of the table. Heroes, friends, I must inform you, and which is why I've called you here, that last week, Halcyon City scraped past disaster. And he turns around. Let me ungroup this. Actually, just put it all up. And you know what? Yeah. Ungroup, there we go. Turns around, and it is this man speaking.
Oh, that's Doctor Strange.
That's Dr.
Yes,
Strange.
yes. The heroes around town know him as Cape Grande. The leader of the Hero Association. There he is in all his glory.
Oh dear, why?
We looked
Oh,
down.
so wonderful.
we looked down the aisle, so to say, and there's more heroes sitting there. Give Striker a bit of a space. Yeah, there's some rumoring going around. And Cape Grande says, last week, a thief entered our compound and stole the copy orb. Something that we've protected a long time, ever since we took it from Dr. Balalaika, and we're still dealing with the ramifications of that. Furthermore, a villain escaped from our custody. Now, these are both things that could have been worse. Which is exactly why I have to talk to you about this. It could have been so much worse, but somehow didn't end up being. And we have Ice Lord here, sitting menacingly. Everybody's sitting a bit apart from him. And he's built up a bit of an ice throne for himself on what he says. And he says, yes, this was nothing in comparison to Cape Town 5 years ago. 2 million people died in the blink of an eye. Many of our colleagues. Because someone released all the villains in Cape Town's association building. Which was our headquarters at the time, and now it's here. And the same thing happening now, 5 years later. Curious, isn't it? He looks around, as if anybody would have the answer.
Well, but the same didn't happen. Only one villain was released. After all, who was it?
From what we have on record, his name is going by Scorched Earth, and Cape Grande looks over to Aquablade, and Aquablade raises his arms and shrugs his shoulders and says, look, I already explained we had a deal. It was all for show. Nobody got hurt. Until he got out of control. Mr. Sunshine, what was it he said to you? And Mr. Sunshine smiles wildly and says, ah yes, I almost forgot. He says something about a new star rising over Halcyon City. And I'm sure he's not talking about a hero star.
Then the question is, does it mean figuratively or literally speaking?
We don't know yet, but there's certain ongoings. See, these rumors about a star rising and the recent increase in crime, attacks on our mayor, have their origin on someone anonymous on the internet, instigating the whole thing.
The chaos competition.
That's indeed what I'm talking about. But more. See, we've been observing the internet and monitoring it quite closely, as it is the main platform for propaganding crime nowadays.
The main platform for evil!
Mm-hmm.
And it seems that someone hidden deep within the web has his finger on the strings. But he's been alluring us so far. Or many people, for that matter. Last time, we swatted the house of a family who was on their holidays. They couldn't have been in the place from where the messages were sent. Someone was hijacking their internet. Well, I guess we had to explain that when a 500 rockman burrows through their door. Now let's talk about the Hero Association break-in in detail. We of course caught the thief who was stealing the copy orb. And he too said that he got an anonymous tip from a social media website. Of course we couldn't trace it back because whoever sent this was just setting up a trolling account. Kids these days.
Wait a minute, are you saying that it was the cat person who had the copy out who actually broke into the Hero Association?
I'm afraid that is not quite so. He doesn't know that there was a second person inside the building at the time.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because considering how he was caught, I had hard to imagine that he would be able to break in here alone.
Yes. It takes, I would guess, a rather large team to break into a secure building like this. Perhaps the most secure building in the world. They knew our schedules, they knew our codes. Yes, Striker.
Or just someone that has the access route to the back to the security systems, or is good with computers in general.
They avoided being spotted by anyone in the building. They broke in during the night, and we have rather tight secure, let alone our nocturnal heroes. And it is your professor from school. Watchman Alpha speaks up. Well, it could have been 1-3 me. You've not been around back then. But that copy orb, well, the original founder of the Thorimi family, she was an archaeologist of sorts, digging up all sorts of things, and she found the orb. We had to take it from her when we did her in 70 years ago. Ever since then, nobody's been touching it. And now all of a sudden someone breaks in, takes nothing else of all the dangerous gadgets and MacGuffins, some of which we don't even know what they do. And they take this one thing. Sure, it was a thief, but they knew this object. They guided him to it.
Let's try to look at this differently. Maybe it wasn't really about what they took, but maybe they were trying to send us a message instead.
Or
saying that they basically can come in and go out whenever they want.
And Icelot says, they'll have to try again. I'm gonna keep night watch. And if I have to, I'll turn this entire city to frost, just to keep everything in place so I can look through this.
Don't.
He gives you a hard glance, Striker. And Aquablade
Striker
says...
just returns the extremely cold stare.
Alright. Aquablade says, or maybe they didn't find what they were looking for.
That could also be true.
That would depend on their objective. If their objective was the orb, then they found it, along with letting loose a villain. Or rather, prisoner.
Wasp, my apologies, milady. What is your thought on the matter so far?
She'll say, considering that it got into the hands of a baby, I believe the orb was not their prime thing they wanted. Thus, it must be something else.
You are sure that not anything else was taken?
We've looked through archives, we've looked through everything. We were exceptionally careful in finding out what they took and they didn't. So no, they didn't take anything.
No. They were really good with computers. What if they went in to copy some files on the servers?
A good idea, something I didn't have on my list. Copying files. He writes it down.
If they get the files that we have here, it could.
Well, we have changed all our passwords, so sorry if you had some delays with the doors recently. In fact, we do have an image of the other attacker. Or intruder, I should say. And Cape Grande makes a swinging motion with his hands, and all of a sudden the room around you fades. And it's like going through a windy tunnel as colors blur past you. And you arrive somewhere deep in the night. It's relatively dark except for some floor lights on the ceiling. You're clearly in a different place than where you were sitting just now, standing. You can walk around freely and move freely. And the Cape Grande does something with his hand and time moves forward, jumps forward. And we see that someone is moving towards the group. And I would describe this person as someone of crystalline darkness with a white wrapping around his or its head. Watchman Alpha is quite perplexed and says, well, what is this now? Or who? The entire scene stops, and Cape Grande goes over to the person and says, this is our other intruder. Now, unfortunately, usually I get a very clear image of the person. However, this person doesn't seem to have any discerning features besides the black crystalline body structure and the white head wrappings.
And it doesn't match any description that we have on any known villains?
Non-villain that we have known. However, I must say that there's two heroes that we have on who this description at least partially fits. One of which has been a long-time member of the Hero Association. An old Shadow Master. And his young protege is the other. We know her as Umbra.
Oh dear.
Now,
Yep.
this is just troubling.
The other one, her mentor, was Xerxes. However, he's been dead. Died of cancer. Now watch this, he says, and he moves his hands around as if he's adjusting a scene in an editor. And the entire thing moves forward to the person reaching the cell, and he narrates, this is the cell where Scorched Earth is being held. And the person types onto the keypad, and Watchman Alpha says, this person knows our security codes. And they had been just set up the other day. We always set up a new one for a new cell. The cell opens and the person slips inside and walks out with Scorched Earth.
I doubt it is Umbra. All things considered, she's a nurse at the Halcyon City Hero Academy.
She has had cases of using her powers rather recklessly. There was an incident
Yes, I am
with
aware.
school children.
I am aware.
Plus, some of us here know her training methods.
Yes, exactly.
Miss Hartfeld.
If that is the case, then we should probably bring her to justice until we find the real one. Or if she is the one, then we can keep an eye on her.
That is exactly what I was going to ask, Miss Hartfeld. Can you keep an extra eye on Umbra? We must know if she is in any way related to this break-in.
Yeah, I will keep an extra eye on her. But I gotta agree, I doubt that it's her, because she wouldn't get anything out of it. When it comes down to it. But I'm gonna keep an extra eye on her.
Very good, very good. Now,
Let me know if you need help. You only have one to offer.
I, of course, will also keep an eye on the city. If I'm not carrying ambulances through traffic jams, that is, says Mr. Sunshine with a smile.
Goddamn sunshine.
Ice Lord says, I am going to find the person that they broke out. I can only imagine he is hiding in the low-life part of the city. And I'm going to turn that slum upside down until he falls out.
I would highly disagree that you didn't do that, Ice Lord. Scott, from what information I can gather, and also from my students, Scott's Earth has apparently 2 children.
So?
They were the one who attacked the mayor's car in front of my school.
That means I can catch 3 perpetrators with 1 frosting.
They are children.
So is my son.
They have,
And I take accountability for him if he does something wrong.
I highly doubt that he's ever gonna do that.
All things considered, how were you as a child?
That is because he has a father who is a role model.
Did you hear my question?
He clearly did not. And he tried to, or perhaps he's deliberately ignoring it.
Probably that one.
But what I was saying, that this city failed to protect the 2 kids when their father was sent to jail. They were only reacting because how else would they get their frustration out?
I'll leave the teaching to you, or even the children counseling. This is hero work. Now everyone, calm down, Cape Grande says. He wraps his hands and you're all sitting back at the table. It seems that it was one big vision of the past that he conjured up. I say, what we're gonna do is keep our eyes open. We have one person we can look for. And if we don't find him, we're gonna need to watch and prevent, hopefully, their next move. We still don't know what they're doing. And after a stunt like this, I suspect they want to lay low. You're all dismissed.
I will check
Thank you
often
for
with
coming.
my minions.
Indeed. Leave no stone untouched. I know they won't.
But remember, we are heroes. We're not persecuting anyone. We're only looking for one man.
And 2 children, Icelord says. And I have a list of people who have done crimes in the past, and I'll look them up and give them a talking to. They shall never forget who reigns justice in this city. And he looks over to Mr. Sunshine.
Justice.
Give it a
reigns
rest, you 2.
Rest.
Enough with the competition.
Didn't save Cape Town. I saved Cape Town 5 years ago.
And I saved the world.
Oi, I think Joe has some words about that. But
Somewhere Joe is sneezing. Like, achoo!
Yep. Sitting in class like, phew, what the hell?
Okay. As the group of hero disperses, and surely you can talk to each other if you want some more information exchange. Cape Grande, receives. Actually, he makes a phone call. Yes, he makes a phone call, and his voice changes quite a lot. He sounds a bit, I would say, quite different. And he says, "Oh, hello, Max. Yeah, I'm calling from the Amazonas right now. I hope it's not too late where you're at. Oh, I just wanted to say that, the journey is alright. It's not raining too much. You're keeping up with your private school, yes? Good. And, yeah, I'm sure everything is well in Halcyon City. Alright. Oh, I gotta go. A bat is attacking. Talk to you later." And he hangs up. I wonder who he was talking to. Called him Max.
I have an idea.
Maximilian Palmwell.
Exactly.
Alright. So, Miss Hartfeld, what's your idea now that you have that knowledge? And you have seen some mysterious, nobody can identify him intruder?
Well, she definitely thinks that this was also about sending out a message and the crime itself.
Okay. What do you think the villain, or question for all of you, what do you think the villain's next move is gonna be?
That's hard to say. Maybe considering that if it didn't seem that if the villain don't think that the association take them seriously enough, they would probably escalate the situation to maybe even openly attack the hero association or well-known heroes, or even the school.
Oh no!
Hopefully they won't touch my bike at least.
Wrong. They
no.
will.
Maybe even attack symbols of heroism in the city of the hero association. That could be one of the next moves.
I think they're gonna go to Ice Lord into trying to go too far, and then people are gonna turn on the heroes.
That could also be quite a good possibility.
Okay, I'll just note all this down for no particular reason.
Totally not gonna pick what one I like the best, and
Or maybe even are they going to escalate the chaos competition? Right now it's only a bit about have it only been minor pranks. Maybe if they're gonna put some demands on like that people need to get hurt. Would also be a possibility, like they're trying that the villain is trying to train villains.
Oh snap.
That could also be a possibility. Don't write that down.
Of course I am.
But I believe it depends on how serious they think they have been taken. Depends on what their next move is gonna be.
Alright, nice. Yeah. Alright, I think with that... we are going to jump over to the scene with Chaos.
Okay.
Because you're probably the person who can I can work with the best here. Now, describe me your home. What would you think is your home as you wander through the streets? What's going through your head? What are you looking for? As I quickly put something on the screen.
Looking for much. He's just wandering through the streets, just going downtown, ending up somewhere he kind of recognizes at first, just
hey, yeah.
finding the worse and worse and worse places to be in.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. Let's see here. Let me find some worse and worse places to be in. Okay. Right. I know I had something here. Oh yeah. Let me go over there. Give it a minute till I set this up here. Grab yourself a drink, perhaps. Grab yourself a drink or something similar.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna need 2 or 3 minutes for this.
Okay.
Oh, Matthias, your microphone is crackling there.
Yes.
Exactly.
Hmm?
Did that fix it?
Yes.
It fixed it on our end.
Yeah, that was probably because I forgot to turn off the mic when I put my headphones down.
That could be it.
Mm.
Alright. Good.
Considering I put it on top of my computer, so probably that where it came from.
Alright. Yeah. Alright. Let me move you on over. Let's put like chaos on there. There we go. Alright. Movie. You're wandering through some streets. It rained recently, but now the sun's back. Lots of birds flying about, garbage on the streets. Old street signs that don't have power anymore. Lots of cable hanging about, people drying their clothing on it. And you come past a group of children on here. They're sitting up on a smashed car. It's clearly everything that was useful in that car has been stolen. And they just take photos of you as you walk by. And they're pointing at you.
Let's see, what is gonna just grab a trash can with his left hand, just threw it at them, but nonchalantly, or not using his hand. He's basically gonna tail whip something at them.
Yeah, okay, you tail whip it at them, and they scatter at first, screaming and then angrily yelling at you, something in a language you don't understand. You know what? Yeah, they draw baseball bats and lead pipes and they come running at you. What are you gonna do? They're clearly angry.
He'll turn around and look at them and just unfold the wings.
Okay. Yeah, that should scare them off. Like they're thinking twice of it, and then they just drop what they're holding and running away.
With that, he just rolls them back in and then continues walking down the lane.
Yeah,
street.
Up your freak And down your savior, please. As a result of your
A
actions.
freak down Savior. Savior is now -2, and freak is 3.
Indeed. It would be a shame if someone tried to shift those and cause you conditions, huh?
I think he's more or less just grabbing something from the street if it looks edible.
Yeah, I mean, that trash can you toss spilled a whole bunch of stuff. You see now. Pick it up. You see a street corner beyond while you're just munching on some garbage. And something about it just causes you a deja vu. It's like you've been there before. Whoa.
It tilts his head as he spits something out that was a bit too hard, but probably some metal.
Yeah.
Didn't pay much attention. And then he heads for the corner to check.
You check on in and there's a small hovel room with like a sliding door. It's clearly that here nobody has been actively living in here, but you notice some wall drawings. They just trigger something of your past in you. Tell me, what would those drawings be of that you made as a child?
Now that is a good question.
What would be?
What
were your dreams as a child?
I think images of some blue-eyed woman, scars covering most of the face, and a few other things. I think one would be this table with a bunch of needles on top of it, with some blood on it, most likely. Well,
you drew that?
Now that-
Nice. I mean,
now that he looks at it, he realizes what it is. When he drew them, he had no clue what he drew. I mean,
okay. At the same time as Hayos looks at these, we jump over to Lily. Lily, you get a bleeping trans-planetary communication.
Yes, those things.
And
Maybe?
yeah, hey Lily, how you doing? No,
Hi,
don't
sis.
tell me. I'm sure you're doing awful on that Earth planet. Say, how about I make your day a bit better? I think I found the place that you were talking about.
Ooh, where?
Well, actually I found about 25 of these places, but I narrowed it down a bit, so there's only 5.
That will help. That will help a lot.
Yeah, I'll send the coordinates to you. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, it's dangerous to go alone, right? How about you take this? And she transports over something to you. And it is an energy sword, which glues blow when you hold it in your hands.
You know I don't like killing people, just this thing has stun setting.
Well, yeah,
Excellent.
it's actually more
High voltage shocks, what could possibly go wrong?
yeah, just smack him with it.
Excellent.
And yeah, okay,
Engineer.
be fine, yeah. And if you need some help, just call to be, I don't know, rescued. I know you don't want that, but it might save you.
I'll be fine, you know how good I am at this.
Alright, she's trying to shift your levels by giving you advice. She's trying to lower your superior and up your danger because she gave you a weapon and also told you, hey, you might need to get help.
I'd prefer she didn't raise my superior.
She lowered your superior.
Oh. Lower superior and upper in danger, you said?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'll take it. Not the ideal, but yeah, it works.
I know, but that's how people act. They're always going to shift your labels with you.
I'm still angry, I just realized.
Yeah, you might want to use that sword for more than just smacking.
Or especially for smacking.
It can cut through just about anything.
Yes.
If you swing it and you're fully powered up, you can shoot beams out of it.
Ooh.
But watch your hearts. The Novoros have like 3 hearts, right?
Yes. Obviously.
And you gain some more as you grow older and defeat bosses.
Yes.
All the Zelda references.
Yes.
Alright, now Freya, where would you be right now? Before we jump back to Lily for a second.
She'd still be in her locker.
Okay.
She doesn't want now. She's afraid to go back to the room because technically that's her and Lily's room.
Yes.
You've been stuck in that locker for what are hours? And it feels like days to you, perhaps. Because when you're in the dark and nothing happens, time passes a lot slower in your mind. Or faster in this case. Okay, you hear the cleaning lady come by. She just swipes the floors, pulling a cart behind her. You can smell the cleaning fluids.
With the cleaning lady, she's gonna think, oh, okay, it's nighttime. She has a strong urge to still stay in the locker. But she is going to leave the locker. And she wants to find Keith.
Ah! The cleaning lady screams as you come out of the locker.
What are you doing to my Keith?
I think she passed out from the shock. She falls over backwards onto the floor.
Well done.
Freya will take a roll of paper towels, put it under her head like a pillow till she wakes up.
Okay. Increase your freak and lower your superior. Or reject that. If you may.
The adult cleaning lady is right.
She got scared by a monster out of the closet.
Yes. Talk about coming out the closet.
Well, the locker in this case. Let's keep it at that. Where was Keith again?
Still walking around in the city.
I mean, it's gotten late. You probably should. Are you going to stay out in the dark?
Yes, he's still down.
Okay, cool.
He basically hurt or killed 19 people. You know, it was training dummies, but he still kind of did it.
All right.
Fair point.
Let me quickly open up some stuff here in my background. All right, Freya, you head back to the dorm room, and you see Lily just climbing onto her bike, and Lily, you see Freya coming, wolfing in. She just comes around the corner, and you're closer than you expected to be.
Freya is going to do the traditional guilty dog thing. She kind of has her back hunched, her ears and tail are really low. She's kind of just slinking in to grab something and leave.
Aw. I just want to be your friend. You just need to stop being rude to people. That's all.
Freya will kind of give a light huff and say, well, maybe you should think about actually scolding people when they do something bad.
Just trying his best, okay? Don't you see
Well, the
that?
best isn't gonna save people, is it?
Might.
She'll say if that were true, then I wouldn't have been stuck in that place for so long.
A place? What place?
She'll kind of shake her head and say, never mind. Do you know where Keith is?
Unfortunately not. I was about to head out.
Looking for him?
No, not actually. I have some leads to follow up on. Not regarding our mission, it's just the bike thieves.
Should you really be going at night?
Why not?
Freya's tail kind of gives a quick whip to the side, and then she goes over and gets onto the back of the bike.
Oh, you want to come with?
Don't want to, but I'm not gonna let you go out when it's dark.
Oh, I knew you cared.
And if you don't know where Keith is, I don't know. Maybe he's walking around, maybe everyone's walking around. Not everyone finds comfort in a locker.
Yeah. Or maybe he's just in his room in the dorm.
That's too
I
logical.
checked there first, but then if he's not there, then
Yeah, he's probably not there. You only find Jack, who's trying to get some early sleep. Well, whatever, my screen.
he's sick, and she's like, nope, not getting near that.
Indeed.
Alright. Yeah, you browse off or zoom off into the night on your hover bike.
Yes.
How high do you fly or do you drive through the streets? I guess flying is more direct.
It is more direct, but it also might attract
attention.
I was about to say it might
Right.
attract more attention. Oh wait, it will attract attention anyway.
I actually think it would take more the attraction if you actually are down on the ground, because then they can easily see that it's a bike who's hovering.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's dark, so it might just be like, a helicopter or some sort of drone.
Yeah, I think he will fly high up. I mean, she can use this vehicle to get back to her mothership. So, I mean, it can fly very high, but
Good.
usually
Okay.
has no point in doing so.
Alright, yeah, nice. On the street, Keith, you hear something familiar. It sounds like Lily's bike, and it's flying up in the sky. Or coming from above, really.
Wonder what she's up to.
Yeah, this looks like she's touching down not far from you, actually. Just a block over. Where are you, actually? It looks like a pretty downtrodden part of town.
Huh.
That's odd.
Weird.
I mean, yeah, Lily and Freya, you can too see that this the scans really didn't indicate what part of town this was. And you find yourself in like the bad part of town at night.
I don't know what a bad part of town is, so.
Indeed, you'll find out.
Freya's gonna kinda put her hand on kind of the back collar of Lily's outfit, so that way they don't get detached from each other. And Lily doesn't run off.
What do you mean run off? Never.
You can get a bit excitable at times.
There's just so much new and wonderful things to see.
Keith, would you go check them out? I mean, they're just a few hundred meters away. I wonder what Lily is doing out here. After all, she was defending you.
Yeah,
Like class.
but he's about to walk away as he didn't just stop up and well, I can always look at and see what they're up to at far, so they don't notice me. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
You sneak around. Okay.
The way to trick the lady.
Freya and Lily. Lily, according to your scanner, you gotta move somewhere into these buildings to the left. It seems to be underground. You're still a few good levels above where you need to be. How do you get into the ground, though? You know what? Judging by it, you're standing just about right on top of it, but you're in the open street.
I mean, I could use the facing to just face through the ground, but I don't know how long to keep it active for, so yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to face into solid material out in solid material, yeah.
But yeah, that would be a problem.
And how would humans even get in there in that case, if that's the only way?
Yeah, I mean, they don't have facing technology, weirdly enough, so I mean, there must be some more mundane way in there.
like deconstructing their matter and reassembling it in the ground floor.
That is a
more mundane way to do it, right?
Yes. Well, the place I'm looking for is below us. I'm telling Freya, but I'm not sure how to get in there. Am I supposed to blast a hole in the ground, or?
Freya will shrug. She's never had to go
left.
down before.
Heyo.
God damn, you have to.
She'll say, I don't think property... villainy 101. Property damage leads to villainy.
Oh, right.
She's read the
maybe
book.
Alright, that's... yes.
What happened with graffiti lead to villainy?
So, I guess you should just walk around and knock on people's doors? Ask?
Freya will nod. I'll keep my nose open.
Excellent.
Freya, you smell
I trust your
someone
nose.
familiar down that hallway.
Well, guess she won't be as on guard if it's familiar, I suppose. She's not. There's only so many few familiar people she knows. Most of them are good, so.
Most of them.
Most of them.
Ah, okay. Hey, you've been sitting in this old room of yours for I don't know how long. But then you hear footsteps coming from outside towards where you are. You haven't heard anybody else walk past you.
He read this himself a bit, because he knows this part of town is very shady, but then again, people are scared of him.
You could try scaring the people who are going to come out there. Surely it's going to shoot them away.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
All right, how you do it? Describe.
He's basically gonna jump out and just roar and just make this big ass flame shoot out at them. Or well, not entirely at them, but at the ground.
Alright, Frey and Lily, roll to take a powerful blow. As you're getting scared by a giant dragon jumping out from the side door. Frey, you take a plus
Oh, damn
10
it.
to the powerful blow because it's your love interest.
Oh,
Wait, I take a
wait, what?
plus 10?
Actually, minus 10, sorry. Yeah, it's easier.
Minus 10?
Because
Wow.
you kind of smelled him. Yeah.
But then why does he have to roll?
Because it scares her. It's fire being burned right out from in front of her. That's Chaos's intention, to scare her. But you're fine. Lily, on the other hand,
He
you're
doesn't
not.
know that it's them.
Exactly. It's a surprise jump scare for the two of them. Not so much for Freya, apparently, but Lily certainly.
I think she's going to draw her blade and just basically scream over the top of her lungs, "Be confound creature!" Lash out verbally.
Yeah, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action. Okay, what do you want? Okay, yeah, right, Chaos. Actually,
Yeah.
no, Lily, roll on the provoke someone move. You're telling him to run away, so maybe he needs to do
Yeah.
that. Or maybe he doesn't.
Provoke it's superior, so I mean, I'm unfortunately good at this. Nope!
Okay, keep in mind your
Also,
mark
that's a
potential.
fail. Yes.
So. Also,
The
Potential!
worst roll.
Yes.
yeah,
you could have
okay. Chaos, you're certainly not intimidated by the princess holding a glowing sword towards you. It illuminates
What would you
her
do?
in blue. It
More
hums
just
slightly.
blinks with just streaks of smoke coming out from the lip sides of the jaw, just looking at the two of them like, what?
Chaos.
Are you
I know
in
she
here?
was
Sorry.
mean earlier, but you shouldn't throw fire at Lily.
I didn't know it was you two.
Oh!
She's gonna
oh,
pout and say, I knew it was you.
Aww.
It's Chaos. Oh. Hello,
At the
Blade.
same time, not far away, Keith, you just heard Lily scream and the roar of a dancing and fire bursting out, or like the glow of fire.
Yeah, but he knows Freya is with her.
Yeah, but you also know Freya
fire is.
hates fire.
That is true. That is true.
Hey, what do? That's the question. You don't have to do anything drastic,
Well,
up to you.
Yeah, at first he's going, as he about to run, but then, as he take the first step, he's just, freeze. As as many scenarios goes through his head about what he can do, and then he just he's probably gonna end up hurting her more than saving her.
Aww.
And instead, try to, listen closer to see if there's any fight breaking out. Or anything else.
And always keep in mind that you can make moves to clear conditions. If you ever feel like yourself in a situation where you need
Yeah,
to.
I need to murder things, I know. Now I need to hit things, basically.
You could have just zoomed your saber at Chaos and hurt him potentially.
Yes.
That would have cleared it.
Yes.
At any rate, the three of you find themselves reunited. But Chaos, what are the two doing here? And more
Yeah,
the
that's
other
what he's
reason, what are the
wondering.
other
It's
two
like-
is doing, right? What's Chaos doing?
Why are you two here?
I'm looking for a place. No, the people who stole my bike.
Place?
The place with the white coats.
You can see that there's a bit of rustle in his scales, sort of at the back, where there's more a bit of spikiness, kind of.
He's a porcupine now.
Yes.
Oh well, he does have thorns on him,
Yes.
and pretty gnarly scales, so to speak. And his pupils, they don't dilate; they more like contract and narrows.
Lovely.
He just walks inside the small room again and just looks inside. or more clues. I mean, he's been here before. He might have something left here.
Sure. Anything on your mind is difficult, or do you want to roll for it?
Let's roll. Let's roll for it.
All right, roll me a 1d100. For something you left. 90. Let me quickly find the right thing. Aha. That's not it. Give me a second longer. Yes. How do you search for things? Are you turning things over, just trashing through it? How do you
Kind
look?
of.
Yeah, alright. You're just pilfering through this accumulated mess of a room.
That used to be his.
Indeed. Yeah.
I think Freya would definitely be able to. I think she would be able to guess that this was his room at some point, maybe?
Yeah. You find a small tiger plushie with a silk ribbon tied to it.
Right.
It's
He
not in the
lifts it
best
up and
conditions,
looks at
but
it. And just sits down, crosses his leg, and just looks at it. Like, he recognizes this.
Oh. Alright, back. Indeed. Yeah, it's like it's somehow important to you. Do you know why, or does he know why? I'm sure you as a character could figure something out, but does he?
It probably was something that one of the doctors gave him to calm him when they first found him, basically to make him feel at home, so to speak.
Yeah. Now, Freya, do you feel some familiarity with this place or not?
Not the place, but she sees the stuffed animal, and it reminds her of a little boy from her past that carried something like that around.
Oh, snap, yeah. What are you gonna do as you come to realization that you knew someone with a plush like that?
She's going to look at Lily like I have no idea what Heos is even doing, but I want him to come with us. So she's gonna kind of point for Lily or kind of point at Lily's scanner to see if she can find a way in. And meanwhile, Freya will kind of go up to Heos and say, where'd you get that?
I think this was mine when I was here. Yeah, it was. I don't remember when it was, but it was mine. That much I know.
She'll say, well, what are you doing here?
I think I went home.
This isn't much of a home.
Oh. It was mine.
Well, what are you hoping to find?
Sure. Just go home.
as Freya and Heos are sort of, or Freya's trying to coax out of Heos what he's doing here, Lily, you scan the area, you're picking up a life form on your scanner. It's coming from directly behind you where you came from. It's Keith, but you don't know that yet.
Wow. There's people. Only one life form. That's also weird, but yes. Oh, there's people here.
Yeah, the space seems pretty
maybe they
abandoned.
know where to. Yes, maybe they know where to look. Let's go ask them.
Yeah, Keith, Lily is now walking towards you.
Ge-
I mean, you're still hidden, right? You should hide better. In case she's probably just gonna walk right past you.
Yeah, definitely. Try to hide a bit better and then just holding his breath.
Why are you afraid of Lily?
Maybe he's not afraid of Lily, but maybe he's afraid of himself.
Yeah, yes, I know. I know.
Do-do-do-do.
Yeah, Lily, what's gonna happen as you walk towards the life sign?
Well, I'm going to try and find the life sign and talk to the creature.
Play out the scene of Lily finding Keith wherever he's hiding.
You know, he jumped down in a dumpster.
She's just walking there with basically an iPad just following. Did he standing in front of the dumpster box? Ah. Alright then. And she just lifts up the lid. Aye!
You know, the moment that the lid is being lifted, Keith is just going to, take out his sunglasses and then there was my sunglasses.
Smooth.
Oh, Keith!
Oh, hey, Lily.
Do you
Didn't
live here?
see? No, of course I don't. I just, lost my sunglasses. And this dumpster.
They look really good on you, by the way.
So, what bring you to... I know!
It's Lily we're talking about.
Exactly. So, what bring you to this part of town? And he stands up and leans on the dumpster, still sits.
Oh, I'm looking for the. What's the name? Oh yeah, the bike thieves.
You think they are here? It seems kind of abandoned.
Well, it's one of the locations to have as a possibility.
Huh. So, anyone else with you?
Yeah, Freya's around. Did I leave Freya and Heos? Heos is here too. For some reason.
So, he didn't come with you. You just found him here.
Yes, just ran into him.
That's kind of weird.
I find some amazingly convenient.
So, have you found anything about those who stole your bike?
Not yet. Wherever it is down below, but well, I'm not entirely sure how to get there.
You hear a noise. It sounds like a vehicle is coming. The front lights dousing the street in light. Lily, you gotta hide quickly, or they might see you.
But why should we hide?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
It's
you could
just
stay.
it's just a vehicle.
Right.
I don't think Lily would take that as a hide thing.
Neither would Keith.
She's flying around on an alien bike. I don't think subtlety is her strong suit.
All right, sure. The vehicle drives up, and the headlights, come in to lighten up the area where you're at. The vehicle stops, and then you hear a screeching tire as it's driving backwards real fast. Away from you, where it came from.
That was totally not weird.
It wasn't? Oh, good. I was worried it was weird.
Wait, you said you track... Lily, those driving that vehicle might be the one who stole your bike.
Makes you think that?
Coincidence?
Oh, well.
And also considering that they suddenly turned tail when they saw us for some weird reasons.
Maybe they're shy. I can be shy sometimes.
I just facepalmed. This is beautiful.
We heard.
Yeah. Thanks, Lily. You're too pure for this world.
Yes.
Yes, yes. I will not deny this.
Well, it might be that they just, took the wrong turn.
Yeah, maybe.
You
But hey,
you can hear tires screech into the distance.
But hey, maybe we can catch up to them and ask if they know how to get down below.
Sure. Wait,
Excellent.
how do you intend to catch up to them? They are far ahead of us.
How's that a problem?
We don't have anything to track them with.
Yes, we do. Well, I do. Don't know about you.
Well, then let's go ask them.
Yes, bike to me.
Weep, weep.
Fly like the wind and so forth. That's what the people say when they're going fast, right?
Sure.
Your bike comes
Yay.
humming over. Are you gonna tell Chaos and or Freya about this or not?
They'll be fine.
Okay, that's just...
Totally.
It's gonna take some time to get them on board anyway. And your vehicle fits too. So...
Yes.
Keith, first time you don't have to hold on to the side of the vehicle, you can sit on it properly this time around.
Yay! I totally need to get myself one of these someday.
Oh, I know an amazing place that sells those.
Oh,
It's a bit
would love-
far away. It's a bit far away, but
well, would always love to visit it.
I'm sure I'll be able to take you. May be able to take you there someday. But for now, white coats, bike thieves.
Alright, this bike lifts off the ground and flies through the city canyon scape. How are you gonna trail that bike? How are you gonna find it again?
Well, I know which direction it was going in, and after that, I will hopefully just try to use the scanner, just like I found the keys. Because, well,
So,
I assume
scanning
that
for-
someone is
scanning
alive to drive the
For
thing.
life forces in a city.
Yeah, roll to unleash your powers. Let's see if it works.
Could possibly go wrong. Can I use my bike to unleash powers? It's a moot point because they're the same, but...
No, I don't think...
Yes, I can.
Actually, can you? Okay.
Yes, that's part of
Is
the...
the scanner it your bike?
Probably, yes.
Well,
As well.
I'm gonna say your bike helps you actually make it back to on the tail of the vehicle. So yeah, you're using it to catch up and find
In
it.
this case, it doesn't matter because my superior and freak are the same.
Oh.
Partial hit. Okay. You're closing in back on the vehicle. However, your vehicle is detecting an unusual heat signature coming from the vehicle. And moments later, it shoots a rocket at you.
That was
What?
overkill.
Avoid!
Evasive maneuvers. Phase out of this reality for 0.2 seconds.
All right. Both of you take a condition.
Oh god. Well, I'm already afraid, angry, so I might as well take afraid.
Well, he will probably become angry of this because why the heck are they shooting missile at us?
That's just a
What-
reasonable response, right? Right?
Well, we definitely know they're hostile now.
Yes,
Yep.
indeed.
Get your flames on, or what?
Yeah.
Or what are you supposed to say?
Keep the bike steady. I'm trying to take out the tires.
It's not the
Excellent.
rocket that's gonna explode, you guys. It's gonna be Keith's power going wrong.
Yes.
So, he's taking one of his hands, around Lily, and then takes his right hand over her, so he lay wrist on her shoulder as he, forms a gun with his fingers. And then there comes a small fireball formed as a bullet, and then he shoots it towards the deck, towards the tires.
Nice.
Okay, that sounds like directly engaging a threat.
Yay! And I have not generated brain, so this is going to be so much fun.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
do you or do you not? I mean,
I
this
do
is
not.
something you do not need to create. burn for.
I do not, because I would probably end up setting Lily on fire if I did.
Yeah, true. You're sitting right behind you.
Here is the question: would this impress Lily if I actually hit? Because if it does, I take a +1 to it.
Yes, it would.
Fine, +1 indeed. Then it's
Right,
only
you're trying to
-1.
impress your love interest, right?
Exactly.
Ooh,
Oh.
wow.
Oh,
Choose two from the list.
Well, let me see. I'm resisting their blow, and I'm taking, and I take one of their tires from them. Probably the back right one, considering it was his right arm and stuff like that.
Yes, the vehicle starts spinning out of control, and there's people pulling down the windows and shooting at you with submachine guns. But they do not hit you. The vehicle tumbles down into an underground parking garage, ripping the toll booth wreck. It seems like it's a really heavy vehicle.
Keith is just like, maybe I should not have taken out the tire.
Lily just lets go of the controls, so he just claps.
Hey, keep your hands on the bike.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe that's a good idea.
You barely dodge a lamppost.
Yep.
As this chase goes on, we jump back to Freya and Chaos. Chaos, is there any way you're gonna open up to Freya and tell her about your past?
I think you could, yeah. I mean, if you ask about it, then
She
yeah.
is really
yeah.
asking about it. You're just saying you don't know. Don't want to talk about it. That's why I'm kind of pressing it. Do you not want
Nah. No, he'll do it. He'll do it. Since, I mean, he's kind of at his home, sort of. I mean, there's bound to be a door somewhere that leads down to where he was tested on. most
Yeah,
likely.
you don't really know what happened to this place. This was indoors last you checked.
Yeah. I think he's gonna get up and see if he can find a way down. I mean, he remembers that it was downstairs.
Yeah, Freya. Seems like he continues to dodge your prodding at what he's doing. You could pierce the mask to look behind his facade.
I will do that. And I have... Well, actually, no, actually, instead, she's going to support him.
Oh, okay, go for it. If you have influence over him, you get a +1.
Oh wow.
What is it
Wow.
you say to him that really is on you, from your point of view, helping him?
She will say, I can understand not talking about it. I'll just help you find what you want to find. But you can know that I'm here for you if you want to talk.
Thanks.
And since I have the friend passive, I get to take potential because I got a hit.
Yes, here's, however, the other part. If they open up to you, yes, you gotta open up to her if she's supposed to, you know, get that potential. She says she's gonna be there for you.
It's nice of you to say that. I don't think anyone else has been that for me in a long time. I appreciate it. I think that if I find what I'm looking for here, I'll tell you what I remember about this place. It's strange to be back. He says as he starts to look around more, like prodding the floor a bit, see where it gives weight a bit.
Alright, sounds like you're assessing the situation.
Okay. Come on, let's.
Oh dear.
Well, mark potential, but your simple just prodding around for things to give way clearly is not going to result into anything. And Freya kind of picking up on the fact that he's trying to find something, but he has no idea. Is there any stronger actions you can take? Anything that speaks louder in getting results?
Let's see.
You are actually surrounded by broken down building parts and everything. Looks like someone punched through walls here and the likes. You can see into other rooms and floors up and floors, to the left and right.
What is the floor made of? Is it like a wood or is it?
It's
concrete?
Concrete, stone,
Okay.
sort of thing.
I suppose. So he's just trying to push things. I'll assess the situation. She'll kind of try. Apparently, looks like he's trying to find some the stereotypical in the movies doorway thing.
Yeah, there's like that one book that is still in place on a bookshelf and just twists it, right? That sort of thing. That's what you're looking for, right? Or he's looking for.
So she'll try to assess the situation, but whereas he's just trying to randomly push stuff, she's gonna kind of grab some things and she's gonna kind of tap her foot against things and listen if there's anything hollow.
Ooh, okay.
And let's see, boo 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 boo. She is going to. Oh no, okay, that's not one of them. Whoopsies! I clicked it. It did not want to go, so I will try this again. There we go.
Ask me one question from the superior list there, situation list.
What here can I use to get to the underground facility?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I should use this assess the situation before. Oh well.
You can always do that if you're not feeling sure what to do next.
Yes.
Alright. Now, Freya, you find that there is one pole, almost like a one of these things you put onto a street to make it unpassable for cars, and it sticks out of the ground here with a lot of rubble around it. Looks, however, based on the drag marks on the floor, that this has moved recently, or is movable.
Okay, she will try to move it.
Move it.
Okay. You move it, and a small hologram keypad gets broadcasted from a lens. Ring.
Freya will say, "That's all I got."
I just will look at the thing that you found. Like, then it looks at the ground. Is it like this bunker thing entrance or something there?
It could be. Not sure. Could be.
I think he's gonna basically just try and smash straight through it.
Chaos smash.
Do you have a move to do so? Otherwise, you could unleash your powers.
That's what I'm planning on doing.
Alright, you're giving it all. Describe how it actually looks so Freya can visualize it. And we can too.
Let's see. Is it this metal plating at the where the keypad is?
It's concrete, actually.
Concrete, pure concrete.
From what it appears on the surface. Who knows below?
He's more or less gonna first just hit it a few times lightly to see exactly how much it gives weight, and then gradually just increase the strength of each punch until he'll just wreck it.
Okay, unleash your powers.
Lily left the smashy people with the tech. Shouldn't have done
Indeed, there's always more ways to do this. Alright.
Oh, he just destroys it.
Indeed, as you punch faster and faster, dust and little pebbles start flying off as you just start cracking the concrete. And then with one last burst, you break through into what seems an underground driveway.
He drops down there and looks around.
It's really dusty at the moment. It makes you cough. If you hadn't so aggressively punched things, you could probably see better.
He's gonna use his wings to basically just create air pressure to force
you flap the air away.
Vanish.
You can just do that, yeah. You flap the air away. Freya, looks like your friend made a hole.
Freya's going to kind of leave the room and peek out into the alleyway and say, "Lily, we found something." And when there's no response, you can be like, "Doggone it."
Maybe she had been kidnapped. She did, after all, look for a signature, a life signature.
Yeah, you remember, she was looking after a life sign and wandered off. Oh no.
Yes. Could be.
Freya is very torn right now, but she will trust Lily is at her bike at least.
Well, it might
will
have
go
gone
with
so.
Eos into the creepy underground.
Alright, we cut back over to Lily and Keith. Last we left off, the car headed or tumbled into a parking garage, underground garage, and you were celebrating your successful hit.
Or more likely, maybe I shouldn't have taken out the tires.
Yeah.
And why he did? And then they shoot machine guns at us. Now I really want to talk to these guys. As he makes his knuckles. Right. How about I head down first? Just to. And you watch my back. How
You got
does
it.
Great.
I can do that.
Just be a bit away from my back.
Absolutely. I'm drawing one of my pistols.
Yeah, and before he goes down, I would like to generate some burn.
Alright, go roll for it. For generating burn. Human torch.
Oh, kapow!
Nice,
Wow.
you do it.
3
Free burn.
burns and no condition.
Yes.
That's
As
lucky.
he then would walk down to the dark parking cellar.
Yeah, underground parking
Garage,
garage.
yeah.
Yeah.
Underground garage. He is probably one of the biggest target right now, considering he's a giant flame.
Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, but it's quiet down here. You see the vehicle, doors are open. Seems to be nobody in there.
Then I would like to assess the situation.
Alright. One question. And plus
What?
1 while acting on the answer.
What here can I use to track them down or to find them?
You know you can use the elements to sense people around you, right? You have elemental awareness?
Indeed.
That's the thing you can use.
Fine. Then I'm going to spend a burn. Mark afraid.
Oh yeah, dear.
Yeah, the idea. That was fast. I was up on 4 condition again.
I'm worried because I'm at 4-2, but yes, yeah.
Well, and then he's going to stand still, hold his hands out, and these small flaming energies begin to spread around the room. And my question is, where are they?
Yes.
The people from the band.
Alright. Alright. You sense 2 men in armored suits ready to ambush you.
Oh no.
So I know their exact location.
Yes, they have assault rifles with grenade launchers on them. One is to your
Grenade?
left and the other is currently circling up behind you.
Oh, well then. Can I directly
was
engage
strikers are-
both of them?
Yes. That's what I am worried.
Yeah. Can I directly engage both of them at the same time?
Yes.
Yes. Because since he knows their position, he's just going to make, burst into fire, both of them.
Okay. Yeah, roll to direct age, see if it works.
Yeah. And I'm gonna use a burn to use my reality storm. And I'm gonna use another burn. No, I'm not. Because he's not currently. Yes, he is currently thinking about, to try to hold back his powers as much as he can. So he does not cause collateral damage, but I have no burn left. So, let's see what's going on. And roll. Oh.
Okay,
Is that
so
right?
choose one from the list.
Right. God damn it, I have to take resist and avoid their blows.
Alright.
Or else I'm going to go out.
Indeed, yeah. They go up in flames, their armor seeming to be very heat resistant, and they're firing their grenade launchers at you. Pow, pow, but you're quick enough to get out of the way since you knew exactly where they were. And Matrix scene like dodge behind pillars that blow up around you. You also hear another person escaping through a emergency exit. That's not one of the two that are shooting or engaging you.
So that's probably the boss.
Meanwhile, Lily, what are you doing?
Yes. Well, I see these people as well, I assume, because I was just staying a little bit behind.
Well, if you're watching them from the entrance, you just now saw the grenade bursts pop where Keith was just standing. And as the dust settles, he's gone.
I wish I had Insecure right now so I could just rush in there and actually get something use out
You
of it.
can still do that. Even if
You know what? Put aside my pistol and just pull out my sword and just charge on the bike!
Wow, that's awesome.
Cavalry charge! This is going to go horribly because I'm afraid.
Roll to directly engage, I guess. But you are using your Kirby craft, so you could roll with that, right? But yeah, I guess it's still -2 since you're directly engaging no matter what you roll.
Yeah, it is, but at least I'm using my Kirby craft, so I can use Superior instead of Danger, because Danger is 0 and Superior is 2, so at least that evens out. Okay, well, resist and avoid the blows, because I don't want even more conditions.
Alright, yeah, they simply dodge behind the pillars as you drive past, but I'm sure their helmet shatter says something about crazy assailant.
Lies and slander.
You see Keith as you drive past him on the bike. Keith, you see her, of course.
Keith will say, Go to the emergency exit. Their leader is getting away. I handle these two.
I give you a thumbs up with with the hand I should have on the steering wheel, briefly, and then I take the hold of the
You scratch a car that was standing there in the driveway, and its alarms go off like weep, 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 weep.
Excellent. I approve.
Also, the grenade bursts that these guys shot and your flames now trigger the sprinkler system. Roll to take a powerful blow, Keith. As you're being doused in water.
No, not powerful blows. I have not succeeded in resisting one of them yet.
Not too bad.
Damn it! Damn it! Why did I have a +4 on it?
Wow.
Because
I guess you have 4 conditions.
annoying.
That's it.
Well, you don't need to take a condition from 7 to 9 at least, so.
Well, I can't take 2 conditions because then I goes out. He wouldn't provoke Lily because this is not her fault or anything.
Yeah, you could call for her help, getting her back and that thus screwing her chances of
But
catching.
no. Yeah, exactly. So he would give ground. How would he give ground?
Running away.
Let's see. Or more likely, for a moment, it seems that he can't, use his flames.
Yeah, indeed.
Like when he tries to make a flame, it just go poof, and just create smoke, and he's just like, crap.
Yeah. You see that a large cloud of smoke is blowing towards you. You start coughing, even through the sprinkler system. Seems like something is either still massively on fire, and you're kind of trapped down here with an actual fire that starts as cars begin to slowly burn. It's probably not you who did this, but their grenades. However, you don't know where they are anymore.
God damn it. Have Lily gone out of the
Yes,
building?
Lily, we're gonna jump over to you for a moment. This is an emergency exit. There's a large, fire door there, and as you open it up, you realize that there's stairs. Are you gonna get your bike up these stairs? I guess you could always. Nah, never mind. You could figure it out. Also, the sprinkler system now gets on, and you get doused in water. Your poor hair.
Yes, god damn it. At least it's not on fire.
It's on water now.
Do I know which direction they went?
Upwards.
It went up or down?
Upwards, yeah. You can hear a door slamming shut up above.
Well, physical objects are not a block for me anyway, so activate phase generator, just fly upwards and hope for the best.
Aye, okay. You face upwards and you see a woman with blonde hair running away from you.
Trying to catch up to her.
Well, easily enough done, but what are you gonna do once you catch up? What are you gonna do?
Stop in the name of... What are you supposed to say in the situation? Me, I guess. I don't know. Stop!
Alright, let me see if we can bring her up here. There's somewhere. Lost now. Damn. Alright, the woman stops and puts her hands up. It says, "What's the meaning of this? Why are you stopping me? Who are you?"
Well, I am Lily, and I'm wondering why you were driving away in that car, and why you're acting suspicious, and why you stole my bike. If you did. Assuming that you did. I'm not going to jump to conclusions here. I just, if you did.
Okay. Sounds like you're directly engaging her, but in a more of a verbal challenge. So
yes.
Roll for that.
Possibly and badly. Does my Kirby craft still count?
No. It does not help you talk better.
Crap.
For the first time, you might be on your own.
Crap. Potential!
No, I don't know anything about what's happening here. All I know is that someone is attacking my vehicle and my security personnel is currently fending off an attacker.
You shot rocket at us first.
But aren't you the bad guys? You seem like the bad guys.
We're not bad guys. We have every right to drive these streets, just as much as you. What is... Get out of my way, girl, before you're in real trouble. I have high connections.
I also have high connections.
How does she do that?
Literally high connections. It's up in space.
Alright. You as you say that, you kind of feel how that you said too much all of a sudden. A marked condition as you're like, oh, I probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, probably.
To this person.
Now I'm at 3 conditions. What is this? Guilt. Guilt, you're insecure. Well, insecure. I like you're doing foolhardy things. Insecure.
Okay. She's adjusting her goggles there and putting them up and says, "Listen, girl, I can tell you are not in any way authorized to stop me here. So get out of my way like a good little child and don't get in the way of damaging people's property."
But I don't want you to damage people's property.
You're gonna have to reject her influence if you want it, because she's
God
an
damn
adult.
it!
And an
And I
adult is
just
telling you what to
insecure.
do.
Oh, and I just took really insecure so I can get -2 to reject. God damn it. Attention, your connection to the server has been interrupted.
Yeah, I have
Forrest.
that too.
Yeah,
No problem.
exactly. That was also the reason why I just, posted that, because I want to be sure I could still, see the post I did.
I didn't see it yet.
You haven't seen it yet.
No,
Nope.
no, looks like
You
Roll20
can't
is
see
down
it.
for a moment.
I rolled a 7.
Alright, roll a 7. Let me look at the rulebook here for quick.
I guess you'd have to take my word for it, because I
I
see my
totally take
rolls.
your word for it. Why would you lie? 7. Choose one. Clear a condition and or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong. Shift one label up and one label down, your choice, or cancel the influence and take plus forward against them. So you do succeed.
What is it she wanted me to do?
Get out of her way and don't bother adult people and damage their property.
Well, I can very easily clear a condition by proving her wrong by basically just doing the exact opposite by putting myself in her way.
Right, but you also have to damage her property.
Oh, yeah. She doesn't have any property around.
She's wearing a briefcase, a pair of, goggle sunglasses. She's wearing clothes.
Take out the pistol and shoot. Try to shoot the briefcase to smithereens. That seems important.
Alright. No, wait, what are you? The briefcase for a moment gets shot to pieces and then it seems to unfold and at the same time explode. Boom, take a powerful blow. As does she.
I clear a condition, right?
Yeah. Either clear condition or mark potential.
Well, I'm going to clear a condition. Framing is
Okay, sure.
Should I clear afraid or should I clear angry, seeing as I destroyed something? I did destroy something.
I'm gonna try
But I want to get rid of
restarting
afraid.
Roll20 as well.
I'm going to get rid of afraid because I can choose and I want to not have that minus to directly engage. Anyway.
He's not scary as you thought he was.
Exactly.
Depends.
Crap!
Have an image of her.
Also, who carries around an exploding briefcase?
I rolled a
Exactly.
I rolled a 12 on my powerful blow.
Okay, yeah.
Oh!
So, what is your choice then with the result? The explosion could take you out, or you could lose control of your powers. Your gadgets could go haywire. Oh,
You know what? My poor bike. You lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way.
Yeah, okay. Your bike is acting weird. It phases in and out of existence, and you on it with it as it's just shifting places uncontrollably. And then it goes poof, and you are in a garden, in a garden of some suburban neighborhood. Is where you suddenly find yourself. There's a loud rumble as if you just broke the sound barrier, now catching up with you. An old man comes walking out and says, "You damn kids broke something again! Last time some giant thing fell onto my garage! Who are you, miss? Get out of here! You're on my roses!
Oh, sorry.
I'm gardening here, hey!" And take that piece of crap with you. Scrap. Whatever it is. You damn kids and your gadgets. Back in my day, we only had a bicycle.
What's a bicycle?
Ah, don't you get smarty with me. Kids are all the same. Yeah, apparently Roll20 doesn't load anymore, so...
Nope, apparently not.
That's fine. That's fine. We can do it audible as well. Meanwhile, Chaos. No, sorry. You
Yep.
know what? Yeah, Chaos.
In worst case scenario, I just grab 2d6s. So.
Indeed, yeah.
I try to reload the page. to
Yeah,
see
I'm now in a black screen of the page being
Okay.
black. So, still, well, this could still work. The two of you find yourself in, as you've been wandering around a bit, in what seems to be a very fine and clean underground complex. Ah, Freya, you remember how you got broken out of the laboratory, right? Maybe now's the time to tell Chaos what happened.
Freya is going to slip her hand under her cloth eye patch and say, I don't want to be here. Why are we here?
I think that's my fault.
Yeah, and guess where Lily is now?
back there. He says as he looks around or starts to remember more of the place. Well, is this the laboratory where he actually did? Or is it just this?
It's the same place, but this looks like you know what? Yeah, you kind of have these flashback memories of like this corner and particular object is here. But things have clearly also changed. It's been years, right? Many years.
He kind of keeps his mouth half open to basically show and have this slight fire at the back of his throat to just illuminate a bit of the surrounding area. Since there is no real lighting source in there.
Okay. Actually, you know what? Yeah, okay. You walk in there, but then you turn a corner and it actually turns out to be pretty well lit there, or illuminated.
He'll close his mouth and then extinguish the fire. Starving it of oxygen.
It's a very futuristic, modern-looking ocean blue compound, lots of glass there. And you hear now people walking around ahead of you.
How many?
Pair of two? Yeah, or more.
He hides and looks up from behind the corner.
Okay, so this big-ass dragon with wings is now hiding.
Yes.
And also
Well,
there's a
he's
wolf
just
girl
peeking
still
out with
standing
the-
around.
He's more or less peeking out with just the top of his head, so he barely sees anything. Like,
What are you gonna do, Frey?
She's moved her hand to it's this on the same side, but like she's trying to massage her head, like something's bothering, like there's pressure there, and she's gonna say, Mr. Sunshine took this out. Why is it here? Why is it working?
Yeah, there's this buzzing on that side of your head. What walks past the corridor are two people in lab coats. I would call them scientists. Or maybe they're doctors. Both could be applying.
do Chaos recognize one of them?
White coats.
Yes, actually, it's a man with graying hair and a bit of a goatee beard, because every evil scientist gotta have a goatee. He speaks in a slightly Germanic accent.
Freya can see that Chaos is starting to shiver, sort of, or slight tremble, like fidget, so to speak. Like he wants to get moving, but not necessarily away, based on his body language. something is making him want to just rush in there.
The scientists are now walking into a different hallway. They don't come past you. They aren't gonna see you if you don't do anything. They're talking about something, but you can't hear it from here. Unless you have super good ears.
No, I don't have heightened senses on him.
Freya is going to try and tug at Chaos's arm and say, "We shouldn't be here. Let's go get Lily and go."
Want to find out, but he lets her tug him away from the side of the wall, basically.
All right. And as you tug him back, the buzzing in your head becomes stronger and stronger, Freya. And what are you gonna do?
She is going to kind of like lets go of its arm and kind of slams into the wall. She's trying to keep herself up, but she feels she's obviously straining to stay conscious at the moment.
Okay. As you're trying to stay conscious, you hear a clear voice from right near you who is saying, "Oh, look who has come to visit."
You're not supposed to be here.
Oh, and yet I am. You hear the voice of Dr. Balalaika.
I'm gonna guess Hayos recognizes her as well.
Yes, and she seems to recognize you and is more interested in you than Freya. And she goes, oh, look at that. I was expecting someone else today, but you are perfect. Look at yourself.
He glares at her heavily.
I imagined you were not going to show any signs of, transformation ever, but here you are. You're one of mine, right? He
picks
up a small pad, an iPhone, and looks over it. And she says, "Yes, indeed. What's the name? What was the name?"
Or, well, number 50134.
5013. What? I'm just gonna call you Finn. No, okay, 5031.
She'll probably have his data information then.
Yes, she actually calls it up and she says, "You've turned out to be a beautiful example of science." She is actually trying to influence you to shift your labels. Shift your freak down and your superior up. Unless you want to resist or reject her notion of you being actually perfect. Yeah, I got you in a twist now.
I just realized that one of my advancements is I can choose 2 abilities from any playbook.
That is tempting to let it affect him, but he does not like her one bit.
Alright. I mean, yeah, that's the decision you gotta make as a hero. That
I can't access my sheet anymore.
true, right? I can't either.
This is why I'm happy I haven't reloaded Roll20 because I still have my
Yeah,
sheets.
can you actually open his sheet?
Can I actually open anything new?
Yeah,
That's the
you
problem.
can't actually view it because you don't have authority for that.
Yeah, I can't do that anyway. So yeah.
Hmm.
I think he's gonna reject it, but the thought is probably still gonna linger in his head.
Absolutely. Okay. How are you gonna? Okay, yeah, that would be a superior roll. Roll 20 is still not up.
Let's see, that is 2d6, and I think I had superior plus 1, I think.
Sure, let's roll with that.
Okay, what did I get? If it shows anywhere.
No, it's only going to show for you. You might have to roll on an alternative side. Or we could make a cliffhanger here since it's getting towards the end of our session anyway, and I don't know when Roll20 will be back up.
And neither do I.
And we could start from there. It's not the ideal ending of the session, but we gotta have to deal with the technology being broken at the moment.
Yes.
Yep.
Hey, that's fine though. That's fine. Gives us a bit of a dun dun or to be continued.
Yes. I exploded.
Indeed, you exploded and phase shifted somewhere far away to this poor man's garden.
That house had already destroyed. Indirectly.
Okay. Right. Let's go. Yeah, we can't really. Well, since it's to be continued, let's shift labels and do how you grown next time, okay?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry for the abrupt ending, but what can you do when technology
Yeah.
suddenly dies?
Exactly.
This is how society is gonna fall apart. One day the internet is just not gonna work, and people won't know what to do with their time.
Net neutrality gonna go up in flames.
Indeed.
Yeah. You know what? Hey, just something to think about here. Maybe that's a problem in our hero society world, and that's why people are resisting. They said there's someone on the internet who is instigating the whole thing. Maybe he's got a motive related to net neutrality. This got deep fast, huh? Too soon.
Yes.
Alright, guys, I'll see you next time then.
See you.
Thank you.
Hopefully we're gonna get Jack involved. He's gotten better.
Yeah. Let's hope.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, sorry everyone watching. It'll be a to be continued. Roll20 is still broken. So what can you do? See you around on Saturday for Hyperlane Runners or Star Wars campaign. By then Roll20 should surely be back online.